All right, so we're gonna be doing, or I'm gonna be doing a trading recap today. All right, first things first. Looking at the overall market, another red day down into these moving average areas. Didn't know which way I was gonna go today. Kind of opened up sideways, down maybe very little percentage. Just had no idea which way I was gonna go. Looking at yesterday though, which is this candle here, if it did if it did go up, it was gonna be pretty weak because you can see tons of selling here. Once it went up into this area, sold throughout the day. You can see it here. That was stay. That's right. So it went up, sold it off. So today I was thinking, it could do the same thing, but or it could hold. It could bounce off this 50-day moving average. I didn't have any clue. Well, one stock I was keeping my eye on was NVDL. Yesterday it was also really weak, just like the market. It went up intraday. It opened up here. It went up around 7%, almost 8%, say 8%, and it gave it all back the same day. And I thought today, since it was opening underneath this 100-day moving average, I thought, it could do the same thing. It could come up near this area and get rejected. So that's what I did originally. I planned to short it if it went up. But when I did short it, I shorted it way too early. But this is also hindsight, obviously. Um, I wanted to, so I saw it pushing up from 104, it pushed up straight up to 106, and it kind of rejected the red to green. I shorted it, and then it just completely blew through it. So I knew it wasn't gonna hold that red to green. So I just waited. I just waited and waited, and then one thing I've learned just to wait for the backside. It's much easier to trade the backside, and it's just much less stressful. So I just waited, but I thought to myself, well, Nvidia is such a huge company that I'm sure they have leverage ETFs, and I know they have leverage ETFs. So I looked for one for a two times or whatever highest marginal leverage they have, and was going to short that one instead. So I originally took this trade on Nvidia, but then I thought to myself, well, there's more opportunity in this margin on the margin Nvidia, which is where I did most of my trading on Nvidia today. So today, it looks like obviously it's gonna look identical, but so like I said, I waited for the backside here. Um, I waited for it to come under the VWAP. So I was could have shorted it here, but waited for it to reject, which it did, and then when it finally, kind of double topped right here, faded down, and along with the market was coming down as well. So when the market was coming down, I was watching this as well, and it kind of based around this area for about 10 minutes, these two candles. Got in short here, was risking the high of this candle. Uh, I could have risked the high of day, but my margin, I mean my risk would have been way too much to what I was aiming for, and so I just wanted to risk this because if it broke out over this, then it could have gone up again. So I was risking over this candle here. I think it was like around 47.50, and then covered on the way down some here. And during this time here, I was on my way to go work out, and I definitely 100% would have covered in this area because I mean, not that this is good, but I was on my phone looking at the prices, and then I was watching it go down to 47. I mean 45.75, 45.38, and I texted my brother to see if he can come and cover some, but he couldn't. And then I saw it bounce off this red to green, and then come back down. And then I knew I had to cover some, so I called my broker, and took forever to get me out though. It took me like 4 or 5 minutes in order to get me out, but I eventually got out, and then just try to hold on for the rest of the day. And when I came back home, I got done eating, I think showering, and I saw it come all the way back up to VWAP, which is right around here. So I thought, well, let this reject it, and then cover, and then short some shares. Oh, let me go back. Sorry. So I went in here, shorted my full amount, covered um, a fourth of the amount, and then covered half of the leftover amount. So I was stuck with half size here. I wasn't stuck, but I had half size left on the trade, and then I doubled that size, doubled my half size. So and then so basically I just re-added my shares. These shares I just re-added them up here. Once I saw this reject, I liked it very well. I liked the way it looked. It was just like, rejected perfectly off of VWAP. It was perfect. It was great. Shorted it, and then I was risking. I think my average was like 47, so I think I put a stop in at 47. Because if it broke over 47 near kind of like the end of the day, it was gonna be too strong, and I wasn't gonna like it. Um, and then I was leading to the end of the day. I kind of got scared here. Don't know why, but I got scared. Should have just not even looked at it the whole time, but I just got scared there. Thought I was gonna come all the way back up to 47. I don't know why I did what I thought it was. So I covered some. I covered half again, and then I didn't really want to hold Nvidia overnight. It's, you know, anything news related can bring this thing, especially short, especially being short. Anything news related can bring this thing back up way over, 115, 120 on the actual stock price. But so I covered in the day right here in this last 5 minutes. I put a timer for the last 2 minutes of so I put a timer at 158 so that I can cover, which is good. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to it mainly around this time. I could have covered on these washes, but oh well, it is what it is. This was a pretty good trade for me. Really liked it. Really followed my plan. Um, yeah, I really liked the setup. I really enjoyed it. Of course, I enjoyed it, but I feel like it's a very good trade for me. Um, yeah, so really, 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 I'm proud of this trade. Good trade. And another trade of mine was LUMN. As you know, I've been stocking the stock for a while. Was hoping it was gonna reject this area. Just stayed up. It didn't really do anything, even with the market being like taking a dive as it did from its high of the day, like a percent. Seems a lot bigger when you're in the moment, but let me see that trade. So this one was actually a complete accident. I wasn't even supposed to short this one. So I was supposed to short it. I had lines drawn at around 555, and I was gonna wait for it to get there. But I had a short order out. I put like half size out on accident. Well, I put that size out on purpose, and I was gonna like leave it here at 555, but then I brought it down to 544, and as I think I was looking at NVDL, just go straight up, and then it got me in, and then I didn't realize it till later, and I got out. Um, this was an accidental short. I probably would have lost money on it anyways, because I probably would have held this one all day, and I probably would have just got stopped out around up here. Even if I did short at 555, 554 area, I probably would have got stopped out and lost money. But I did in the morning, and then I got stopped out, so I didn't even want to touch it. I also didn't like the price action. It was just super like whippy here, up and down, and then went straight up, then right back down, straight up, right back down, based underneath, and swiped right back up. It wasn't really like a good trading stock today. As you can tell, it was holding this red or green area underneath it, came back up, holding it, shot up, bounced off the VWAP, went past high of days, came all the way under VWAP, back down to red to green, up over VWAP again, and then down and then covered again. So yeah, I would have been like, if even if I was trading either side, if I was a buyer or on the bullish side, would have bought it here and then sold. It sold probably when it fell underneath VWAP, and then probably bought it red to green, held it, then sold for a loss again, or vice versa if I was short, seeing this base here, shorting it, just getting swiped up. It would have been a mess. So thankfully I didn't touch it. And also it wasn't really as good of a setup as it looked at all. I was kind of just hoping for it to go red, but yeah, I think that's all the thing I just traded today. ASTS. So ASTS, I was really, really looking forward for this short here. Um, I think they came out with news in the morning because in the pre-market here, they just sold off super hard, and yeah, sold off super hard, and leading into the market open, and I just thought like, well, the whole run was done. Looking at into this, see the 5 minute chart. Here we go. So looking at it into the morning, I was looking at it around this area. Yeah, right around here. This price at like 31, 32 ish. It's bouncing around, and then some news came out, and then it went all the way down to 29. So it was already down almost $3, $2.50, which is and I think it was already down how much on the day from its close? It was down over 11%. So I thought the whole move was already gone. I was like, well, the whole move's probably gonna be done. I don't know how much lower it can go, but I could have shorted it, but I just didn't really feel comfortable with it being down 11% already. If it opened up here, my plan was in the morning. If it opened up, if it stayed here at 31.89 or $2, $32 ish, and it went up to red to green, then I would have shorted it. But it just fell, just cracked before the market even opened, popped up, and then just fell again for another 11% downturn. But and then it kind of reclaimed all the way back. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see where this one goes. Where this one takes us. I don't know which way. This one I'm probably not gonna touch unless it goes red tomorrow, and it can short it. If the market is also red again tomorrow, and it finally breaks this 50-day moving average, we can have a pretty big free fall. Maybe to around here, this area, or maybe even all the way down here. Who knows? But this will be great for shorts on the short side. Like I said, this market right now is really, really. I don't know if I already said this on here. I don't know where I said it, but I've been thinking this market is really, really hard to hold on. It's not really a holding market, as you can see with NVDL these past 2 days, going straight up, coming right back down, going straight up, coming right back down. I think Tesla today as well. Well, Tesla pretty held up pretty well, but still down, still gave some away. But this market is very tough to trade in. It is very choppy, very up and down action, and it's not really a place where you can hold, even on the short side. Like for me, my sake, to hold all day or to hold overnight, it's just very choppy. But that's all I got today. Looking at these other ones, other failing ones, Clove, RNA, all these ones. It sucks when some of these stocks just suck and they just slowly go down. I want them to be like just like 25% candle down, like APDN had good back-to-back 15% days. APDN, yeah. So look here, look, 15, another 14, and then look another 27. Yeah, see these, but these stocks are so cheap. $1.50 with a market cap of 1.2 million. I don't even know if that's correct, but that's like nuts. Yeah, that's tough to hold these overnight too. But yeah, so as you look at the scanner, usually when there's a low number of scanners on the 1 month gainer scanner, for me, I've noticed that like the market is not really in a good spot. When the market's great, it's usually like 70, 80, 90, really, really high up there. Let's just see. Look, East, still like these cheap sub $5 stocks are like what's really rocking right now. Don't know why. Look, another one, another one. Not bad. Not good either. We'll see if this one can hold. It's held pretty well. See if this one can hold for tomorrow. It's up what? 274%, and how long? Almost 4 months. Not bad. We'll see if it can fall. See if it breaks down this rising 20-day moving average. Let me just add this one. Where did this go? Ready to blow. Anyways, okay. See, this is just some of these stocks are just horrendous. Just nothing No setups, nothing, not a damn thing. And that's it. That's all the ones that popped up on my scanner. That's it. Uh, not really much. Some that I've seen today, people talk about Unit, which is a REIT. Surprising how volatile this REIT is. Usually they're pretty slow. You look at A to C, that's down the day. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. So that's it for me today. Nothing, not doing too much. Not trying to be too cute. Just trying to nail and bail. You just take some money and run. That's it. That's all you can do in this market. Not really a good long-term holding market in any direction, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, well, that's about it. See you guys.